Hi, Tale Recap Plus here. During a zombie apocalypse, these two brothers get stuck in their car. The worst part is that they have to stand each other. Just think of the awkward silences and bathroom breaks. Imagine how bad it smelled in the first act when we meet Mickey, a dude so cold. He's just listening to music on his headphones while everything around him goes crazy. Zombies, who cares? Nick Jr. certainly. His friend Ben runs out of the house, having just slayed a zombie like a pro. And it becomes very clear that we're right in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. Oh no, right? Mickey and Ben, who used to play baseball together, are two of the last people left on Earth. They walk through woods like it's a weird summer camp, gathering supplies and trying to stay away from those annoying zombies that want to eat people. There is no longer any life in the world, and these two are very bored most of the time. But hey, they have each other. Ben has adapted to the new world like a spy who sneaks around zombies. But Mickey would rather put on his headphones and block out the scary sounds. Mickey wins $1,000 on a scratch card one day, but Ben tells him, "Dude, money doesn't mean anything anymore. Get with the program." They talk about the good old days of baseball and play a game to pass the time. They find a house in the woods by accident on their way, which isn't scary at all. Ben goes to look at it with his gun drawn, while Mickey stays outside shaking in his boots. Ben gives the house the all clear and suggests that they go fishing for dinner. But Mickey is tired of eating sushi all the time, so he pulls out some canned goods. Ben has been killing zombies outside the house without Mickey's knowledge because he thought the woods were safe from zombies. Ben is like, "Hey, man, I said there were fewer zombies here. None at all." The dynamic duo keeps going on their trip and, bam, they come across an abandoned car. The zombie lady jumps out of the driver's seat, but Ben is ready for her and pulls her out. Since the car has gas, their story of survival gets better. It's time for a road trip. He has the brilliant idea to go to his ex-girlfriend's house and get some things. He starts to miss her and starts to sniff her clothes and wipe off her perfume like a puppy in love. Handy Ben gets things like walkie-talkies that are useful. He tells them to get some pillows and blankets for their nice new ride. But Mickey is sick of his good life and wants to stay at his ex's house for a while. Ben doesn't care about that life, though. He makes Mickey think of the early days of the end of the world, when Mickey's whole family was trapped in his house. Their lives were so bad that they had to kill the family dog for food. Oh no, a normal day and being in a cool place. The boys decide to keep going, hit the open road, and enjoy their life on the run. There are two guys, a car, and zombies everywhere. They kept going on their trip, determined to show that their friendship could handle anything. Ben pulled a classic trick by pretending to be a zombie one day when Mickey jumped out of his skin. Ben told him that maybe turning up the noise on his headphones wasn't the best idea. After listening to his friend's advice, once they were up and running, they came across a signal from other survivors, like an exclusive copy that needed a secret handshake. But the password was being able to stay alive in a world full of zombies. By listening, they learned that these lucky people were still living their lives, with birthday parties, movie nights, and a spread of snacks that had not gone bad yet. Mickey just had to jump in and ask if they could crash the party. The voice on the other end, however, was as nice as a zombie who was ravenously hungry. Mickey became obsessed with getting in touch with Annie after being shot down, while Ben laughed at his friend's hopeless romance. Ben, who is always sensible, told Mickey to do what he did to keep his body parts together. Later, the two people found an eerily empty site. When Mickey looked into a building, he found a group of zombies having a quiet party in one of the rooms. Ben stepped up to save the day and fought the zombies like a pro. At the same time, Ben tried to persuade Mickey that killing zombies was a useful skill, but Mickey didn't get it. In the end, Ben took care of the zombies by himself. Ben went swimming in the next scene, leaving Mickey to sleep in the car. A zombie girl rudely woke Mickey up from her nap Mickey got scared and called for Ben, but in the end he realized he was by himself. Mickey saw that the zombie girl was more interested in looking around than breaking in, so he decided to leave her alone. Mickey had been alone for months and thought it was time to get creative and make the best of this strange situation. At the same time, the zombie girl kept banging on the window, making a strange soundscape for Mickey's desperate try to get close. At some point, Ben went back to the car and saw Mickey having a romantic moment with the zombie. And then he put a cap in the zombie's head. This is not cool. He was taking in the view. Ben couldn't help but laugh when he saw his friend. They came across a house in the woods one day. Mickey threw a fit and asked for a sleepover. Ben agreed, either because he was insane or because he was tired of fighting with an adult man in his underwear. Mickey had no idea that Ben was hiding something. He secretly liked music and knew that the end of the world could be so cool. But Ben was sick of Mickey's pranks, especially the way he kept draining the battery. Ben tried to calm things down, but Mickey, who never gets angry, walked off in a huff. At the same time, Mickey called Annie on the radio. She was the first girl he had talked to in, well, ever. She told him that the survivor camp wasn't really a paradise but more of a nightmare, and she told him not to bother going. But Mickey was ready to leave Ben faster than you can say. Ben turned up the music, drank like a fish, and danced with his trusty gun like it was prom night again. Then, in the worst-case scenario of trust gone wrong, Ben took a zombie hostage and locked it in a room with Mickey sleeping and a baseball bat. Ben could hear Mickey's scared screams and the sound of the bat hitting zombies. When the door finally creaked open, Mickey was there, bloody, gasping for air, and ready to get even. Mickey finally grew up and stopped being a jerk and threw himself at Ben. Ben couldn't help but be proud of Mickey. He did this while tears were running down his face. Ben was there to help Mickey put his broken life back together again. Once they were united again, they went fishing, told stories about their lives, played baseball, and ate fruit straight from the tree. A few days later, they found an abandoned car that was still warm to the touch. As Ben worked hard to siphon gas like a pro, he missed the fact that an unknown person was holding Mickey hostage. Their crazy adventure continued. The man acts like Liam Neeson and tells them to give him the boys' car keys or Mickey will meet God. The visitor has a one-way ticket to Arizona and isn't looking for a friendship, so Ben offers to go with them. To get Mickey to stop, Ben plays the guilt card by asking him if he's really going to clap him just to get away. The stranger let slip that he was offered a vacation, food, and a car if he worked hard all winter. But they broke up with him, so he needs to bounce before they find out. It gets crazy again, and the guy starts drawing on Mickey's face with a knife like Picasso. Ben will put the gun away and go over to the car if the man lets Mickey go. The man nods, pushes Mickey out of the way, and gets behind the wheel. However, surprise! The keys are safe and sound in Ben's pocket. When the man is caught, he tries to get away, but Ben shoots him, which scares Mickey. The boys are having a serious discussion about the whole thing when they find out that some people have shown up to crash. While Mickey doesn't mind, Ben doesn't. He points his gun at the stranger's car. The girl tells her friend to get a trash can. When she asks who was driving, Ben comes up with a creative story. The driver turned into a zombie, so they had to put him down. The girl wants to know if the man told them anything interesting about himself or the car. But Mickey doesn't get it and is crazy about the girl as if she were the one from the radio. Ben tries to act cool by saying it was all pretty normal. Annie turns around and shoots Ben in the leg while pointing a gun at Mickey. No way out. She says she'll put them out of business if they follow her to where they hide. She wipes their keys clean and throws them into a field. While the boys go on a key hunt, Mickey cannot find his keys any better than a blind squirrel. As it gets dark, Ben suggests that they sleep in the car and then go back to the prize hunt. Mickey wakes up from a scary sound in the middle of the night. They saw that the zombie apocalypse was coming. The two of them are stuck in the car because Ben's leg is hurt. By the next morning, The boys are in a tough spot because zombies are hanging out with them like unwanted guests at a party. Mickey is shaking, and Ben is trying to figure out how to get out. Ben kills a few zombies like a pro, but there are still a lot more. The hours turn into a marathon of watching zombies, and they are running out of food and water. The zombies and the hungry are at odds with each other. The next day, the boys get creative with their decorating and put blankets over the windows so the zombies think they've disappeared. The boys plan to get wasted so they don't lose their minds. We need to party during the zombie apocalypse. After all, they are drunk and desperate in the morning, and they know it's time to make a move. Mickey is the channel's interaction hero. Ben tells him to find the keys and save the day. But Mickey promises to stay with his brother if that doesn't work. He will have to fly away by himself, as hell or high as a zombie. After one last cig, Mickey comes out from where they've been hiding. Ben has to wait like he's on the worst blind date ever. He starts to lose hope when he hears a knock from above. Before they can cry together, he throws the door open, but Mickey's hand is bleeding like a bad horror movie prop. Mickey begs for help, but Ben already knows what to do. Once the gun goes off, it's a tearful goodbye. Ben acts like a baby for a few days because he is sad. He finally tries to call Annie on the radio. In their epic plan to get out of Mickey's parents' house, he talks about zombies, distractions, and mad runs. Ben plans to do the same thing, and then go find Annie to give her a harsh blow to the head. As the first step in his plan, Ben turns on Mickey's music and opens the car windows. Like a party for zombies. He jumps out and runs away. At the end, Ben is seen walking down the road while leading a line of zombies in a conga. Subscribe to watch more videos like this. Turn on notifications and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.